Hi everybody, Stephan Smith of Artsmith Craftworks. It's been just a little while since I made a video, so I thought, well, I better get busy and make one. Um, I've been asked a few times lately what my process is when I start to create a steampunk airship. In fact, I was asked that again today, and the question was, do you draw something and then find parts to build it, or do the parts speak to you and that determines the design? And the answer to that is it's really a little bit of both. Sometimes I sketch something out with an idea in mind and then find the pieces and parts to create that. And other times I just know what elements the ships have to have, and so I start plundering through the pieces that I have, and the parts sort of jump into my hand because I know what size and shape that I'm looking to make for the individual elements of the airship or the gondola or the fins or what have you. And I just start piecing things together. So let me quickly show you what I'm starting to put together so you get a little bit of an idea what I'm talking about. So this is my messy desktop area, and you can see that I've got a few pieces sort of picked out already. And let me pan you around again, my messy workshop. This is a bin that I have like all kinds of pieces and parts in, and you can even see that, this has actually got like marker caps that I found in bulk at a I don't even know what you would call it, a scrap place actually. And I've got all kinds of random pieces and parts that I found. But down here I've got drawers of just all kinds of stuff. And this is not stuff that I've bought. This is random pieces that I've found and just kept adding and adding and adding, so that I've got all kinds of shapes and sizes and things that I can choose from. I mean, some things are as done as little packaging pieces to, like milk cap rings, and I don't even know what some of the stuff is. A lot of it winds up being oddball surgical pieces because I have a brother who's in the medical field. My daughter works in a vet clinic, so I wind up getting all kinds of bits and pieces. Caps off of stuff. I wear contacts, so tops off of lens solution, golf tees, and you name it. All of this stuff comes in handy. I mean, for, talk about pedestrian, water bottle caps. I mean, anything goes. When I get done with a tube of paint, I don't throw it away. I save the cap off of it. I'll save the nozzle out of it. Stuff that you would absolutely throw in the trash, I don't, because it makes for parts for a lot of different things. And I have drawer after drawer after drawer of different pieces and parts. And, here's metal bits that I've saved, brass this and iron that and scrap copper, whatever. I mean, curtain rings and old flashlights, and you know what that is. I mean, leave a comment if you know what that is. I'm not even going to say it. Somebody knows what that is. And laugh if you will, but ladies, you know what this is. So, I mean, it gives me a lot to work with. So over here now, I've got some parts picked out. And this is just the top off of a wine or a champagne bottle, and a cap off of something, random bits and pieces. These are just little stars off of some kid's set. That's like the pull on a set of blinds. That's a wall anchor. That's the cap off of a contact solution thing. This is a golf tee stuck in an otoscope disposable tip. That makes a great nose cone for a small airship, and I use those all the time. These are syringe caps that my daughter brings home from the clinic. They just pull these off and throw them away. These are just random little plastic pieces. These are actually some little gear findings for jewelry. A bead, I mean, all kinds of stuff. But what these are going to wind up being is the steering wheel mechanism for an airship gondola, and here's one of my gondolas that the laser cut pieces are glued together. That's how it starts, folks. I mean, and then I put covering on it, shiplap, whatever. This little piece, I don't even know exactly what this is. I think it's some kind of micro measuring tool, but that's going to make, you know, some kind of a cool keel piece that's going to go on the bottom of this gondola. So it's really as much imagining what pieces and parts would work for certain things and setting them out. Now, I might set them out and then decide a few minutes later that that's not the way it's going to work. That's not what I really want, and I'll throw them back in the bin and find something different. It's not a set process. It's back and forth until I find what speaks to me, and then I start working with it. This is a little inline surgical filter that's actually going to be the hub for the propeller on one of the airships. I often use little wooden wheels like this, and I have a jig that I've made up that I can drill holes in it for wooden dowels to go in there, and that's another shape of steampunk airship propeller that I do frequently. I've got my jars of stain here. I use different ones. Over here I've got another airship gondola going. So it's both ways. Sometimes I know what I want and I find the pieces. Sometimes I see the pieces and I put them together into what I want. So that's what I have to say for today. I hope that answers questions that some of you have had. Stay tuned. I'm going to try to start making more videos than I have been, and I've been ramping up my blog posting too. If you haven't been to my blog, please visit me at artsmithcraftworks.com. Feel free to leave a comment, subscribe to the blog, share it. I'm interested in hearing what everyone has to say. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.